stream. I will announce that we have started. I tag you, by the way, in my Twitter post as well. I hope that's not a problem. So I tag the games page and your
Absolutely.
private page as well. So.
One of my partners is almost all day on Twitter, so he will repost everything.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. Let me check if everything is working fine on the stream. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Check if everything is working fine on the stream. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Please say something. Check if everything is working
Hello.
fine on the stream.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Please say something. Check if everything is working
Hello.
fine on the stream. Perfect. Nice. There is no lag. The voice is good. Okay. Let me sit into my original position here, as I'm always saying. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know if we can start. Let us know. I will adjust the microphone here as well. And the cables, let us know, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know on the chat if you can hear us, you can see us. There is no lag. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Hölgyek, urak, szóljatok, ha kezdhetünk. Minden jó. Is the video and audio quality is good? I will double check and then we can actually start the interview itself. Okay. Okay. Alejandro, let me know. Let me know if you can start. Let me know.
Yeah, we can start.
Nice. So welcome everyone in the very new episode of my Dev Live show. Today I'm joined with Alejandro Letosa. I hope that I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Let me know if not. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you. He's one of the creators of the game called Morku, Ragaz's Revenge. And I'm very thankful and very honored that he joined us for today's episode of my Dev Live show. Like I'm always saying, let's start with a little bit of introduction. So please introduce yourself for us.
Well, hi everybody. My name is Alejandro, as he said. I'm the main artist of Morco Rawas Rage. Well, I'm gonna start saying that with the start of the development of the project, we started being 5 people.
I see.
But now we are 3. We started 5 years ago. It's gonna be 5 years now in March, sorry. And well, that was a long and tricky journey because it's our first video game, it's our first development. We are noobs. And
don't say that. Everyone starts somewhere, right? So you have to start from zero. Don't say that.
Yeah. So Morkul came with a lot of change in these years. The game has changed a lot. The main concept of the game has changed a lot. And well, about in this journey, we can say that the real Morkul born 2 years ago. That's when the main idea finally came with a final form, a final shape of what we wanna do about the game. And well, we started the development, and we have fun. We have a lot of to learn. We have learned a lot of things. We came to a lot of events to try to show the game to people, to the publishers, and that was an adventure. So to know a little bit about me, well, I'm from Spain. All my partners are from Spain. We meet each other in the same. It's like it's not university. It's like a professional formation about video games development.
I see.
And we met there, and we started with that idea, studying together. So my 2 partners, they can't be here, so sorry for that.
No, it's okay. No worries.
One of them is the main programmer, and the other is the game designer, and I'm the artist. So we are really we have this, the aspects of the game are very split in our three people.
I see.
And well, more about me. I love painting. I love drawing. I always want to dedicate my life to art. It's one of my passions. I also love playing video games. It's obviously
Nice, nice,
uh,
nice. Yeah.
I started playing video games when I was 5 years old because one of my neighbors had one of the first Xbox. The first one, I don't remember exactly the name. Is the one that that was close to the PS2, I think. And I played Burnout. I think it
Nice, nice,
was,
nice, 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 nice,
and I fell in love with that feeling of have
nice.
the controller on your hands. And the next year, I met another neighbor that started living next to our house,
I see.
and he has the PS1 and he has the Tekken 1.
Oh, okay.
So he introduced me to the fighting games,
Fighting
and I
games. Yeah.
felt totally in love with that. I remember that game with a lot of flashes in the screen. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. The good old
And
times of games. Yeah.
yeah, so my gamer life started that in that moment. After that, my parents bought me a PS2 with the game of King Kong from the Peter Jackson's movie,
Oh, nice,
and it
nice. I
was
remember that. Yeah,
Nemesis
yeah,
game.
yeah.
I freaking love that game. It was one of my favorite games in
Yeah, it
history.
was a very good game. Yeah.
Yeah. So in that moment, that was my first video game, and from then to now, I always have been playing video games.
Love that. Love that.
And for the record, now I'm playing God of War. I never started to that moment, and I'm loving it.
Nice, nice, nice. Love your storytelling.
And I don't know what more to say about me. Well, I love Warhammer. In fact, I have my minis
Oh yeah,
painted
I see
and
that. Yeah,
keyboard.
yeah. You paint the
Yeah,
figurines. I assume.
yeah.
Yeah. Nice, nice. Love
Every
that.
form of painting, I love it.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
I always wanted
Yeah.
to do that too, but I'm very bad at painting and doing art. So, yeah,
Well, I can say it's more easy than it seems. When
I
I
see.
started, I was panicking because I thought, "Oh my God, this is so small. I'm gonna mess up
Yeah,
everything
true,
up."
true, true. Yeah,
But it was easier than I thought.
I see. I
It's
see.
more general. And I don't know what more can I say about me. I don't know if you have any question about me.
Yeah, thank you for that introduction. I love that. I love that. So you mentioned that you guys started as a team of five and it turned down to a team of three. What happened, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, that's not a problem. Well, life. I mean, we hadn't any resource to make the game
I see.
financial
I see. I
meaning.
see. I see.
So when at the beginning we were very lost of what to do, what the game is gonna be.
I see.
As I said before, the game at the beginning was totally different. The idea of the video game.
I see.
We make a lot of false steps. So in the time my college, they say I am so sorry, but I can't still doing this anymore
I
because
see.
I have to work, I have to
I
pay
see.
rent.
I see. I
Totally
see.
understandable.
True. True. True.
So they had to go. Well, another guy concretely, he said that he had discovered that this is not the thing that he wants to do in his life.
I
So
see.
he changed his professional way. So we miss them a lot. Not gonna lie, they were really nice people,
I see.
but it is what it is.
True.
And
True.
now
True.
we are here trying our best to make video games.
True. True. Very true. Very true. You already answered, by the way, my very first question that I wanted to ask. That what was the very first contact with video games of your life? But from that topic, going into how was the transition time, or was your transition time into making video games? So what was that moment when you realized that, hey, I would like to make video games? So not just you
Yeah.
loved playing them, but you realized that you would like to make video games as well.
Well, I think when in my case, my personal case, as an artist, I always love creating things
I
in
see.
general.
I see.
That feeling, I think that when you're an artist, when you like to draw or to make art in general,
True, true, true.
I think that the thing that drive us to do things is the feeling of creation. It's that I think it's that thing that makes us want to do more.
True.
So I'm always when I start drawing or painting, I always had that feeling. And when I see something new, like crafting or I don't know, Warhammer, it's like something in me tells me, try to do it, try to make your own thing about this. So with video games, I think I have the same feeling when I always play video games, and when I was playing, I always have that little voice saying me, that thing could be more epic in this way, or maybe that animation seems so cool. Maybe you could do this, do something like this."
I see, I see, I see.
And so I started studying in development of video games last 7 years ago.
I
Yeah,
see.
that's when I started
I see.
this course because I have finished another, I'm gonna call it degree of illustration,
I see. I
and
see.
I was living 1 year with my girlfriend in France, and this year I didn't know what to do. I was like, okay, I have these studies, but I want to do something more. I want to do. I didn't know yet what to do, but I knew I needed something more to study and for my final job, for saying.
See.
So I will start searching for what can I do, and I was really stupid because it was in front of my face every time because every day I was playing video games. And one day I discovered that in my hometown back in Spain, there was this place that offered that studies. And the next year we were gonna get back to the city, so I see I can do that. I want to do that. What I mean, that sounds fun to me. So that was the moment that I realized that I could make video games. Well, I could try to make video games.
True, true,
And
true.
the next year I start my studies there. And well, I can say that in the end of this degree, they have something like a final project
I see.
that they mix you with another of your partners,
I
of
see.
your student partners. I don't know the word exactly. And the project that wins the contest for saying maybe they get the chance to make it real, like it's
Oh, okay.
like the in Spain. Well, practice when you finish your degree, you can go to a company to put in practice your skills.
I see.
Well, in this center, instead of that, if you won this challenge, I don't know how to call it, the center offers you the chance to make it real, the video game,
I
and
see.
they teach you, they support you more or less. So
More or less,
for
I love that.
yeah,
The reality of
for
the word, right?
yeah. For the record, this was in March 2020. So imagine what happened in April when we started working. The world collapsed with COVID. So
True, true,
it
true.
was a rough to start.
Bad luck, yeah, for you. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but well, in we won with more cool with well with the primal idea of
Oh,
more
okay,
cool.
nice, nice, nice. So that was more cool.
So so me and my college start with working in that project, and that's what we were doing these last 5 years.
Nice, nice, nice. You mentioned that the original idea of Morkel was way different. So what was the original idea, if you can talk about that too?
Yeah, and in the original idea, I don't even know if I can call it a video game.
Okay.
it was it was not a Metroidvania. It
Okay.
was the main character and the break of the fourth wall, that was always in the table. That was always the
I
main
see.
idea of the video game.
I see.
But at the beginning, we thought about big maps with open spaces. It always we had clear that it was gonna be a 2D video game
I
because
see. I see.
we didn't have any experiences in 3D. I mean, I know how to model in 3D, but uh, introducing that in video games is something way different.
True. 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 True.
So we panic and we say, okay, we are gonna do it in 2D. But yes, after all, the video game is. We came an idea of a video game really, 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 really big, about 20 hours. It was our first project. We thought we totally messed up. We didn't knew what we really could do with that.
I see.
Our lack of experience was there. Um, in fact, when people ask me, what advice can you give me to start playing, well, to start making my own video game? And I always say, if you plan this video game, do this. Everything else throw away because you can't do that. I'm sorry, but you can't do that. And that was our first and biggest mistake. The video game in the beginning was really, really big. The idea with a lot of bosses, a lot of enemies, a lot of maps, a lot of mechanics. We were trying, we were looking more cool, like it was a triple A. It's in
Triple A.
English.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we were looking more cool, like that kind of video game, and we were three people with our first video game. That idea was impossible
I
for
see.
to do that.
I see. But I guess with the knowledge that you guys have in your bag now, you can always go back to that big idea, right? So you can always challenge yourself in
Yeah,
order
well,
to make that
in
game
the
as well.
future,
Yeah.
yes, in the future, if we have well, with more experience, more resources, more people, a lot of more of people,
True. True. True.
yeah, that idea is still there. We have concepts of that characters and maps. Yeah, that's some kind of stuff that it's always gonna be there. So who knows?
I see. I see. I see. So what about like your personal life a bit? Let's talk about that. Were your parents, close friends, and family members supportive about this decision of yours that you would like to step into the video game industry? How do you feel about
Yeah,
this?
yeah, I have the immense luck of having two loving and caring parents. They always have supported me in everything. Um, my father, he always when I asked him when I was younger, Dad, are you proud of me? And he always said, I don't have to
Nice.
be proud. You have to be proud of yourself. So make what you want. This is your life, not mine. Do whatever you want, and I'm here to try to support you and help you in everything that I can, and my mother too. So in family situation, it was always okay.
I see.
Of course, my parents were worried because at the end, video in development, it's very, it's long, it's hard,
True.
it's
True. True.
difficult.
True.
It comes with a lot of I'm gonna I don't want to use the word, but sacrifice. I've
It's the right
been
word, yeah.
Yeah, we have working in this game for 5 years. I mean, it's not the final product that you're gonna see. Um mm, it's not the conclusion of that 5 years, but
True.
we have been working 5 years. So at the end, as a person, it's hard at the end.
True. True.
Um, in the other aspects, my friends, well, they also support me a lot. They are always worried also about me because I always came with, oh my god, we are gonna never end this. I'm so tired. I can't do this anymore. And they always like, it's okay, don't worry, it's everything's gonna be fine. And finally, my girlfriend, when we started this video game, I was already dating her for 5 years, uh, and she always have been very supportive. She also has been really worried about our financial future, but she always encouraged me to continue and trying to finish this project.
Nice, nice. I love the fact that you have this mentally supportive background in your life. It's important, I think. Yeah.
That
Do you,
helped a lot
yeah, yeah. Do you feel like
because
for you
uh,
it is important? By the way, sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead, go ahead.
no, I was saying just that because during these 5 years, there were really hard moments in the development because there are moments that you don't see the end of the road.
True.
You don't know if you're gonna end the video game. You don't know if you have the um, mm, the resource and also the mental capacity
True.
to finish the
True.
work. So there's a lot of times with maybe I could do anything else. Maybe I will be happier working in every other thing rather than this. It's really frustrating in some moments, but having family and friends supporting you, it's I think it's really important because only by you is a really tricky journey. It's really hard, and I can say that. So yeah, if you don't have a family and friends supporting you, or you have a really strong cycle, or you're gonna break down.
Very true. Very true. Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate your honesty, by the way, about this question. Thank you. Thank you for that. So, as an artist, by the way, what was the first time when you found your own style in art, in your art?
My own style. Well, I always have the same feeling that when you try, do some art, you always have the feeling that I can do this better, but
I
I
see.
don't know yet how. So in my own style, I think that I don't really have one yet. I mean, yes, I have one style because if you see my draws and my paintings, you know that they are mine. But it's like we are always like evolving our skills, and the style is always changing a little bit. So I don't know how to answer really that question.
I see. I see. But when did you realize that it's yours? Like what you are drawing
Hmm.
and painting, that it's yours and it's
I think it was like not too many times. When I think it was thanks to Morgul, really, because I I try to make the ideas really simple and really. I need to. I was the concept artist and also the animator,
I see.
so I try to put the ideas really basic because I thought, okay, I'm gonna draw this, but then next I need to animate this. So the design is really complicated. This is gonna explode in my face. So I figured it out different techniques to try to make it simple, and finally I understand. Well, I learned that the way that I'm gonna say my hate works quicker, faster in drawing stuff. It's making something more like the classic. No, not classic. The 2D cartoon style, like at the end I was really influenced by the cartoons of my childhood. I personally loved when I was a child. Well, I still love a series like Digimon
Oh, nice.
and Ben 10,
Nice, nice, nice.
and that kind of style of the designing of creatures, monsters. I always been fascinating with that, and that style of an ink in black with flat colors, it's the style that I always found more easier to me.
I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. Throughout the process, by the way, of making more cool. What was your favorite part about the process of making this game together
My
with your
favorite
friends,
part,
or
yeah, my
parts if there
favorite.
are more?
Yeah, sure. Well, making a video game has a lot of process. Something I love about video games is that it involves a lot of different types of works.
I see.
I mean, my brain works totally different with my programmer's brain, and in the meetings it's really funny. So the process of making a video game is it's really long. I mean, you have the game design part where you have to learn to think about the mechanics, what the game is gonna be like, how it's gonna work, why it's gonna be fun. Then I start to make the concept part of the ideas. I talk with the game designer and we speak about the enemies, the landscapes, the main character, how it's gonna look, um, how everything. And then we start another phase of the programmer starts to make the placeholders, start to make the map, the structures, the main mechanics. Then I start to do the animations, to start in Sketch to introduce, to try. And also when you develop a video game, you find yourself a lot of times going backwards to reimagine, reinvent something that you already done because it doesn't work. So you are repeating some structures of the development. But my favorite part was your question, I think.
Yes, yes, yes. Correct,
Um,
correct.
my favorite part is concept art. As I say, I love creating things. So the time when I'm really really satisfied making video games is thinking about the ideas of characters. Um, Mostly like trying to imagine how they look, how they walk, how they are in personality, trying different ideas, the shapes, the actions. That's my favorite part, no doubt.
I see, I see, I see, I see. What was your favorite character to design to concept art, by the way? Speaking of this
Mm,
topic that you mentioned.
yes, my favorite character was Galat.
Okay, and
Galat
why?
is for those who don't know, is one of the bosses,
Okay,
and you can see him in the demo.
okay.
He's the god of war. He was a reference of Kratos,
I see, I see, I see.
and he's like a rhinoceros in a Spartan armor. And I had a lot of fun making that design because at the beginning it wasn't an animal; it was more like a guy in a Spartan armor,
I see.
and it doesn't fit a lot with Morgul. So thanks to that guy, I started to think, okay, maybe all the characters should be non-human
I
shaped.
see, I
I
see, I
mean,
see.
it will be much easier to animate, to to design, and I think it's gonna fit much better with the idea of the game. So I came with a lot of different ideas of Galat. I start to think in different animals. Um, in an instance, I thought of an hippo, but we finally we get the rhino, and I start to make a lot of changes and variations of the armor. I came with the idea of transformation, and maybe he has like a beast mode or something, and that came because of that concept art. Because I was crazy making weapons, making him look like he was really angry. It was really 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 fun.
I see, I see. You spoke, by the way, about your favorite part of the process of making Morgul, but what about the most challenging or the hardest part and parts
Hmm.
of making the game come
Well,
alive?
I sure my partners will say another thing. And there's a lot of things that we had a lot of we cry a lot. But for me personally, the most challenging part is the animation part because it's really hard. I mean, there are animations that look really simple, and in fact, they had a lot of tricky in the middle. I mean, for example, the simplest animation, it's the idle animation. It's like more good doing this, and the animation had to be so long and with a really small movements, and that silly thing, maybe I was like 1 week trying different stuff because
Okay.
sometimes he was really frenetic, sometimes he was like so still. If the flow is not correct, he was like making really tricky movements. It was terrible. I hate animate idols is the worst part for me.
I see.
Making attacks in animation it's more funnier, but animation in general it's really hard. It's really it's tough. At the beginning it's really funny because you draw a lot, you play with the movement, with the actions, and it's everything is joy and happiness. And then you find yourself in a moment that you have 20, 30 frames that you have to make all the line art 1, 2, 3, and then repeat with the colors and with the shadows, and you're like, oh my god, I can't do this anymore. I have to change something. I need to answer emails or something.
I see, I see, I see. Throughout, by the way, your personal work as an artist for this video game, was there anything that you needed to cut out from the project, from the current project? More cool.
If sorry, if we have something of art that
Cut
didn't came
out. You had
to,
to cut out from your
yeah,
personal work,
a lot of things, a lot of things. Yeah, as I said before, that the game was really big at the beginning.
and they changed. Yeah,
Yeah, so we had a lot of concepts and ideas that in that first idea of Morkul. So we had a lot of things there that I draw and even I animated, but
I see.
didn't came in the at the end. Something, for example, we thought about Morkul becoming like the beast mode of Galat. We thought maybe Morkul
I
can
see.
have one,
I see.
but yeah, that idea was terrible because that involves making Morkul twice. I mean, another riddle, another animation of walking, another animation of attacks. It, too much work for the resources that we have.
I see. I see. I see. I see.
Mm.
You mentioned, by the way, that the design of the character and the whole universe of Morkel was always there. But I was wondering, was the story or the art of the game was the first that went into your and your friend's head when you started making this game?
Honestly, I don't remember what came first.
I see.
I think it was first the art because I repeat, Morcur was made for the first instance for just a small project of a degree, just to show to a jury
I
and
see.
nothing more. So I thought of ideas that can make the development more easy, more short, more. So I think it was the art first, because for example, one decision that haunts me today is that I made Morku full black with spots in bone to make it more visible, and I
I see.
choose the all the shape in black because I thought this is the easiest thing I can imagine to animate because it hasn't have any line art. It's always full black. It's a mass of black. And then years later, when the game start to when we start to show the video game to the people, then it was the first time that some people say me, this looks a lot like Hollow Knight, and I was like, oh man, it's true. Morgul is really, really, really similar to the character of Hollow Knight, and that idea haunts me today. But honestly, I don't regret it because it helped me a lot in animations because Morgul had a lot of animations, and this is, I insist, this is my first project. This is my I had experience drawing and making concept art, but in animation this was my first project. So I really needed to make it really simple for me because I need to work with a fast flow.
True, true, understandable,
Mm.
understandable. Again, a more personal question from me would be, I believe that all of us creators who create our own craft, we always tend to put our inner self into the craft we make. Either it's experiencing loss, love, or anything positive or negative in our past. Is this statement of mine true for your work when you work on More Cool and your other projects? And if the answer is yes, what examples could you name? Could you bring us to the table?
I don't think not. I mean,
Okay.
um, I know what I like. I mean, I always and one thing that I really enjoy when I'm playing video games or when I'm seeing series, films is the epicity. I love the epic things. I love to. I always love the superheroes, monsters, creatures. I always love that since that feeling of something really powerful that has the power to destroy everything. Maybe he used it to the right things, maybe not. That's something that I always love it. So when I thought about Morkul, maybe it's, I mean, maybe I put that thing in our character
I see.
because I always knew that I wanted that Morkul were a god because I don't want. I mean, when I play video games, I really want the feeling that I am really powerful.
I see.
Uh, the real life is here to to beat me every day, so I don't need to have that feeling in the video games. So I wanted Morgul to be really powerful in the and that stuff. I wanted to have really powerful abilities or really powerful personality. And maybe I put that in our characters. Yeah.
I see. I see. Any
Hmm.
other personal touch to your artworks and more cool?
Well, at the end, Morkul is a really mix of our three ideas. We have a really with my partners. We have a really structured work everyone because as I say, one is the programmer, another is the game
Yes.
designer,
So the
and I'm the artist.
separated parts, yeah.
Yeah, but at the end, we are only three people. We have work in everything. I mean, my programmer doesn't allow me to enter in Unity because I'm gonna break everything, and I totally understand it. But in the terms of ideas, we all three put something in the video game. So I suppose Morgul is a mix of our three feelings. Um, I really don't know what kind of stuff my partners have put in video game, as that's not something I really answer a question to them, but now I want to question that.
Thank you for that. So talking again about the game, what was the difficulty setting or the goal with the difficulty setting of the game? If you can also talk about that. Because it's a Metroidvania game, so what was
So,
the goal with the
what's more
difficulty?
difficult part of the game in development?
No, no, no. What was the difficulty setting goal? Like the goal with the difficulty of the game.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
So how hard you guys wanted to make the game, or how
Oh,
easy for the players? That's how
yeah,
I meant the difficulty setting of the game. What was the
yeah.
goal with that?
That was really hard to choose when we started making the final idea. I want something more easier to the player. I want
I see.
something more hack and slash. Like I am a really big fan of the video games Prototype. I don't know if you know
Yeah,
them.
I do, I do, I do, I do.
Okay, I think the Prototype 2 it's one of my favorite games every time. It's something that I love. That feeling of being so powerful. That sounds a little bit psycho, but I'm a normal guy, I promise. And but my game designer, he's a big fan of the challenge, like that. He loves Bloodborne, and I understand it's a great game. I don't have the ability to finish that game, but it's a really great game. And he wanted to make something more difficult for the players, more
I see. I
challenge.
see. I see. I see.
So at the end, he had more experience than me in game design. I love playing, but he lives for playing video games. I mean, the amount of games that this guy has played, it's incredible. So I let him take the decision because I trust him blindly. So finally, Mortal became a game more challenging in combat and platform mechanics. Um, you have really easy enemies in the game to practice the combat system, but there are moments really difficult. Yeah,
Will there be, by the way, difficulty settings, or it's a simple difficulty setting and or just
it's sim-
one?
it,
Just
yeah,
one.
it's only one difficult settings. Yeah, sorry, you don't have the chance to make it easier.
No, no, it's okay. I was just asking. Yeah, 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 to be informed. Yeah, okay, 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 okay. What was the goal with the length of your game? So, what was the plan? How many hours you guys wanted the players to play your game with?
Yeah, at the beginning, as I said, it was really long,
Long,
the
yeah.
idea. But the final game, we went with something short. I can play it in 1 hour, more or less.
I see.
But when it's the first time that you came into the game, I think you're gonna be like 3, maybe 4 hours. It's a small game because, yeah, as I said, it's our first video game. We really didn't want to make something big, because when bigger the game, bigger the mistake. There are
True,
more
true, true.
things to program it, to interact, to make, and all everything that you are adding to your video game came with his with that problems. So we try to make something more simple to try to minimize the bugs, the mistakes, the design failures, etc.
I see. I see. I see. I saw, by the way, that the game is coming out to a lot of platforms, not just PC but consoles as well, and
Mm.
it will have physical editions. What was it always from the start planned that you will have everything like all platforms, collectors editions, physical editions? Was it the plan from the start to have everything for your game?
No, when we start making our video game, we only have we only want to finish it,
Oh,
to
okay.
have we want that to say I have made a video game, but we didn't think about how many platforms we could apply.
I see.
Um, we knew that we wanted to put it in Steam for PC because it was the most easiest way to put it, to publish it. But when we start to talk with publishers, and well, when we start talk with our publisher, with Selecta Play, they could put more cool in every platform. So it was great for us because for a person that never has made a video game, when you see your first video game in your video game store with the PlayStation logo, it's really nice.
True, true,
It's an incredible feeling. It's like, oh my god,
true,
I'm
very true.
here.
True, very true, very true.
So we didn't have any idea of publishing the game in different platforms, but when the publisher came out, he came in. Sorry, he he decided that the video game could be in any platform, and they did it. They did it.
I see. I see. Going back to the topic of working with others, since you work with others on your video game, not just as being a solo developer, do you
Mhm.
believe in perfect synergy between team members? Or is it something
Yeah.
that develops out throughout the project, throughout making
Uh,
games together?
I mean, every person is a world.
Okay,
It's every person is really different from each other.
I see.
Um, I think it's really important when you work in in a project like this that you have a nice I'm gonna say friendship
Okay.
with
Okay.
your partners, because it's not just a work. I mean, when you work in an office, you go there, you make your
Sure.
work,
Sure.
and
You go
you
home.
go, and you go home,
Yeah.
and that's all. You get paid at the end of the of
Sure.
the month, and that's all. Here you have a lot more of experiences, and a lot of negative experiences. So when you have the feeling that all the world is crumbling to dust inside of your head, uh, having partners that are in the same situation as you, and it makes you empath em, it makes you have the same feelings as they. So it makes a really like a bond of friendship
Sure.
with
Sure.
you.
Sure.
So if you are a person that don't like people, yeah, a person that doesn't want to work with people, these moments are gonna break you. Totally sure. I mean, I always say that I'm really thankful that I really like my partners. They are amazing people. There are days that we hate each other a lot, but we love each other too.
Love and hate relationship, right?
Yeah, but it's always in respect, and I mean it's really funny because I know things that I hate about my partners when we are working, and at the same time I know that my partners have other things that they hate about me. But it's funny because we don't hide it. We use it as memes, and we laughed about that. So when we were to events, when we have to travel together, it's when we see that we really love each other, because we have a lot of fun together. We enjoy a lot the time we spend together, and as I said, uh, passing through all this experience, it creates a really special bond between us. So yeah, answering your question, I think it's really important that you really are a friendship person, and you have the ability to open your mind to the opinions of other people, and have the mental strength of mm, well, if you are capable of sorry
No, no, it's okay. Take your time. Take your time. No worries. No worries.
sorry,
No, no, no
you
worries.
have,
No worries. It's morning time, so it's okay. It's okay.
I
I'm
put
rusty as
the
well, so
yeah. Well, you have to be capable of, well, you have to know that people are gonna be difficult sometimes.
true, true,
So
true,
you
true,
have to be ready for that, and you have to be able to play with that. And
true,
it's part of the job that they are gonna be days, really, really, really hard days.
true.
So at the same time that you could be especially messed up one day, your other partners could be in another day. So it's part of the job. You have to be patient. You have to understand the situations of the other people.
True, true, true. Was your mentality to this always there for you, or is it something that you learned throughout the years? By the way, because
I
it's a
think it's
very
something that,
open-minded mentality of yours. That's why
yeah,
I'm asking.
yeah. Well, I think that sounds a bit stupid, but I think I'm a person really easy to treat with.
I see. I see.
Um, it's difficult to make me angry,
I see. I see. I see. I
to
see.
make me point you or something. So I think it's for me, for example, it's really easy when there's a problem in our work. Uh, I will never gonna uh, put something worse to the situation.
I see.
I'm always gonna be okay. Let's chill. Let's talk about this. It's okay. It's okay. It's a rough day. It's always been. No, don't worry. So in that case, it's yeah. I think my personally, it's something I had easier for these
See,
situations.
see.
But yeah, I know there's people that are totally different in this aspect, and they had
True,
a lot
true.
of problems in this kind of stuff. Um, Maybe you speak with another people and they say it's not a problem. You just scream at your partners and that's all. I don't know. Maybe it works for someone.
Maybe that's the case. That's the solution. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they will calm down by that. Yeah, yeah. Very true. Very true. Yeah, very true. Very true. Okay, okay. What changes were there from the game development side into the other territories of your own lives, if there were any changes? So how have you changed as a person in other territories of your own life from being a game developer?
Well, I think game development gives you a lot of experience in many aspects of the
Okay,
professional life because
okay,
when you make a video game, you have to do a lot of things that are not particularly in the same basket that your main job. I mean,
I
I'm an
see.
artist, but I have to make a lot of work of designing, of social media. Um, I have to work with a lot of people. I have to put my face in a lot of places and speak with a lot of people. I learned a lot of English in these years because of Morkul, and you gain a lot of experience in many aspects that you don't even imagine. So I think that's the main point. That there's a you can enjoy one thing of your job, but if you want to make video games, when you are alone with your partners, you don't have a boss to that are gonna make the hardest things for example. You don't have a marketing department, you don't have a community department. You are just three people in your house trying to make this out. So
True.
all this stuff that it's necessary for doing a video game, you are forced to do it in some moment. It's impossible that you came with your video game without doing anything of this stuff. So yeah, you learn a lot of things out of video game development.
I see. I see. I see. I see. What about the player's perspective? So how your player perspective changed from now that you are a game developer?
White. It changed a lot.
Okay.
Eh, a lot. When I started making video games, I never thought make a video game could be that difficult.
I see.
Um, it's everything. It has a lot of different abilities and different works in the same project. It's really difficult that a video game could make it. When you start making a video game, it's really difficult that can be finished. And we have a streamer in here in Spain that he makes video games and also he works in the how to say it in the public area of video games in Spain.
I see. I
He
see. I
makes
see.
events and he's an important figure in this.
I see.
And he made a video in YouTube some weeks ago, and he said a phrase that came well. It came a lot in our mind. He said, "It's always that." If a game goes through, if a game is published, it's a miracle, and it's a little miracle. Every game you see in everywhere, in even those small video games in Steam, it's a miracle that that game is there.
True.
And there's a lot of people or a lot of work, always a lot of work behind that work,
True.
behind that project.
True.
So when I play video games, I see the things that are behind that video game. I mean.
See.
Yeah, I think okay that there's a box collider, and this is an idea of design. Um, if this is not working fine, I never thought now. I never think now. Maybe it's because they don't want to fix it. Now I think maybe they don't have the resources to fix
True,
that,
true, true,
or
true,
to finish that, or maybe they had to put the effort in anything else that
true.
this concrete stuff. So this specific stuff. Sorry. So yeah, my mentality playing video games has changed a lot. Now I respect a lot more of the the developments, even the big companies with many resources. There's always people behind that making that video game,
True, 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 true.
having their own nightmares during the development.
True.
So yeah, when I play video games now and I see mistakes, errors, or I think this could be better, I think, well, it could be better or maybe not, because it was impossible for the
True.
developers make it better. Because I've been in, and now I'm in that situation that I see things in our project that I think this could be better, but I can't do it better now.
True.
Maybe
True.
maybe
True.
for ability, maybe for resources, maybe for
True.
time. So yeah,
At the end
has
of the
changed
day,
a
it's
lot.
human beings who are making games. I always say this. It's
Yeah.
not just a
Mm,
click, and yeah, yeah. I always
yeah.
joke with this that players who do not respect video games and people behind video games, they would have to start making
Yeah.
video games in order to change their mind, right? So, in
Yeah.
order to respect video
I
games more.
I remember when we came out with the first trailer of the gameplay. Um, I knew that there wanna be different opinions about the video game.
I
I,
see.
I
I
knew
see. I
there
see.
gonna be people that are gonna hate us. It's okay. I was ready for that.
I see.
But I remember one special comment in YouTube that said something like, "These people has put no effort on this video game," and
Okay.
that comment breaks me a lot, because in that moment I thought about all the process of making that video game. I remember all the feelings that I have been
Yeah.
in doing this, all the sacrifices in my life,
True. True.
the
True. True.
the the fear of my family, friends, and girlfriend about my personal future, my
True.
financial
True. True.
future,
True. True.
etc. And I think, oh my God, I don't know you, but you're making me crying.
True,
Oh God.
true, 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 true. Yeah, that's why I
Mm,
always say it's a huge problem, especially nowadays, that a lot of people hate on video games, and what they do not understand is that they kill not just people's moods, but also like they can kill people's journey about like making actually video games, right?
yeah.
For their future life. I saw and talked to a lot of developers who stopped doing their
Mm,
job because of this hateful speech, and they just couldn't allow themselves in order to like continue, because like they started to fear the hateful speech and the misunderstanding behind, like
yeah.
a lot of players, like you said, do not understand all the journeys and everything puts into a game, and yeah.
I mean, it's something that is always gonna be there.
True, true, true. But
We all know.
yeah, but I believe that we as human beings, we have to educate each other in order to like understand
Yeah.
that each work goes with work, right? So at the end
Yeah,
of the day,
exactly.
making video games is work. It's not just fun, right? So it's like
Yes.
you have to
Yes,
study for
because
it, you have to be there for it, and especially like you said, that you have all the sacrifices and you have all the fear in your life, whether you will
mm,
make it and whether you can continue it, because it's like you said, it's not just you go into a 9 to 5 job, and stick there for 9 or 8 hours, and you go home and you can do whatever you want, but you constantly think about the video game that you're trying to make it better. And I always say this, that none of the developers probably want to ship a bad game, right? So it's not their goal to ship a bad game, but somehow players think that they do, and it's stupid from the player's perspective, from a lot
yeah.
of players perspective, I think. I'm not judging them, it's just I feel like they do not understand that they really
Yes.
can
Yes. Totally.
then they with their harsh opinions, and with opinions like you mentioned this example of a comment on YouTube, for your first trailer, like it's crazy to see how can it affect your own life, right? For with your example. So So yeah.
Yes, because that unique comment, it made me think a lot of I am doing this right. I mean, this
Exactly,
is
it's like
the
breaking your self-confidence, right? You are not
yeah
sure that you're whether you're making something good or not, and that's why I say is that the mentality behind, like, nowadays it's evolving into something that players have to decide what they want from a video game and how they would like to shape the game is not fair in a way. Like, if everyone would have the possibility and the chance and the responsibility as a player to form the video game that the creator is making, then the
hmm,
game will probably end up having for everyone but for no one, right? Because, like, there is a creative vision in people's masterminds when they are creating video games. But if you give it to everyone to have every idea in it, it will be like a mix of everything and it will be like a totally different game. So that's why I say that this mentality of players nowadays, that developers should listen to the players, like, one way
yeah
it's understandable, but on the other way, if you listen too much to the players, you will end up having a game for everyone but for no one. And it's working
yeah
for Fortnite, for example. I always say this, that, for example, Fortnite made it possible to have a game for everyone, and it
hmm,
works, right? Because they really
yeah
trying
it's
their best to give everything for, but none other developers can be like Epic Games, right? And making a Fortnite, because it would
yeah
end up like being a totally different game. So you have to respect people's visions at the end of the day. Even with bugs, like you mentioned, if I see a bug in a video game, I don't care, because I know that it was a tough work to do in order to ship a game. Like you mentioned,
hmm,
it's a miracle that the game is out, right? How many games haven't survived? We know now that a lot of like AAA and even indie games haven't like been published and maybe never published, and people worked on those games like for 10 plus years, and it's sad because like they put so much money, effort, health. Don't forget about health, because
yeah
health comes
hmm,
first. So it's like crazy
yeah.
people do not respect that.
And I think another problem with this is that people um, not judging people. I think they put in the same place the indie games and triple A games. And there are people that don't understand the difference in those games.
True.
A small game developer like us, we are only three people, and it's our first game. We don't have the resources to make a game as Fortnite
True,
or League
true,
of
true, true,
Legends
true,
or
true. Even if you would like to do, right, you cannot, like,
for sure.
or
I
if you
only
would
want
happen to that, it would take more than 5 years, right? So it's like,
yeah. So people try. I think, and I understand it, but people mm, judge at the same way something like League of Legends and something like more cool, and they are totally different things,
true,
and
true, true.
I don't think it's quite, they can be compared.
True, true, true. I agree with you.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah. You have to respect every game for what it is, right? And you have to
yeah,
find
but
your taste in video games, I guess.
yeah, but I understand that as a player, I understand that you don't have you don't know exactly the difference.
Oh, your
I know.
camera froze. Your
Yeah,
camera
my
froze.
camera frozen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay. No worries.
I fell out.
Yeah, it's loading. It's loading. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Technical
Working?
difficulties. No, no, it's loading. It's loading. It's still loading.
Yeah, it's well. In the meantime, as I say, I understand as a player you don't have to make that difference. I mean, I understand that you are gonna spend your money in something and you want something that fits that change that you make. But yeah, I appreciate that people understand that indie development it's smaller, it's simple, is maybe it's harder in some kind of stuff.
True, true, true. And I also believe that even if it's that the player's money on the line when they are buying video games and they
Mm,
spend money for buying video games, it's also like, you can add to this topic that they always can go to other games if they do not like an exact game that they would like to buy, but they change their mind, right? So it's like,
Yeah,
in my opinion, there is no point on hating on something, especially with their harsh opinions. I always say this, that the problem comes not from like saying that you don't like something and you express your feelings about it, and you say what you don't like about it, but like being harsh and being a dickhead is like not the fair option in this conversation when people talk about video games, because it's like you can always like find a new game to buy, right? You don't have to play with this or that game if you don't like it. There are hundreds and thousands of games coming out per month, per year, and it's crazy how people nowadays, I feel like a lot of people do not know what they want from video games anymore. And I always say this, that a lot of people I see and I talk, or I just see comments on the internet, I feel like either they are trolls, or either they have too high expectation from video games and they do not understand what they would like to get from a game, right? So that's
yeah,
how they end up having these games that they do not like, because they want a good game, but what is a good game for them? So yeah, your
yeah,
camera is still frozen, by the way, but it's okay. I got
yeah.
it.
Sorry, I
No,
don't
no,
know
it's
what's
okay.
happening.
No, it's okay. Technical difficulties. Yeah.
Hi.
Okay, okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, is there any question before I ask some more questions? Is there any more question, ladies and gentlemen? Or is there any question? Sorry. Let us know, let us know. Any question? Bármilyen kérdés, hölgyek, urak? I will also link the Steam page of the game to the chat so people can check it out. Um, what about the future, by the way? So, what the future holds for you guys after the release of Mortal? Are there any
Hmm.
plans for any new game?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we are working. Yeah, we are working in another video game.
Oh, okay. Already
Um,
nice.
yeah, we we really want to dedicate our lives to this.
I
We
see.
will, the three of us love playing video games. We love make video games, and it was a dream for us to dedicate ourselves to this. So we are gonna still trying,
See.
besides the difficulties and the challenge. So yeah, we all three know that this is a rocky road, but we're gonna still trying. So yeah, if Morkul goes out and everything is fine, I'm gonna say not perfect, but fine. We can survive a little bit more and finish the other project. So yeah, we hope. I hope that the world see more of us in the future.
Nice. When people can hear about your next game, by the way, is it this year or next year, or you can spoil it?
I really don't know yet.
Okay.
Probably I have one of my partners that is really um, how to say it. He loves to maintain silence of everything,
I
so
see.
he probably is gonna hate me for saying
Okay, I
only
understand you.
this. Yeah,
Okay.
but
Okay.
yeah, I only can say that we are working on another game, but
I see.
I don't know where when we could show something or speak about that. I don't know yet, but I can't wait to show them.
Nice. Any question, ladies and gentlemen? Bármilyen kérdés, hölgyek, urak? Any question? Any
So sorry for
question?
the camera.
No, it's okay. No worries. Don't worry about it. Any question, ladies and gentlemen? Any question? Any question? How hard or easy was it to find the right publisher, by the way, or was it like given by university when you started making the game?
Really hard. I
Okay,
maybe now that I think of it, maybe it was the most difficult part
I see.
of all the development. It works. Hi.
I again.
I maybe was the most difficult part because you find yourself asking for money to people, and it's
True.
a really weird experience.
True. True. True.
Um,
It's like begging, right?
yeah, yeah, I feel terrible in at the
I'm
beginning.
just joking. I'm just joking. Yeah.
No, no, it's fine. So yeah, we have been 14 months finding a publisher.
I see.
Um, we had a lot of people saying that were interested, but they came in nothing at the end.
I see.
But finally, we found, well, yeah, we speak with Selecta Play, and they were from here, from Spain too.
I see. I see. I see.
So that made the communications easier. And but yeah, finding a publisher was really really difficult. And people more experienced, they told us, nah, it's okay, don't worry, guys. In 3 4 months, maybe 6 months, you will find a publisher. And when we were like a year, I was like, oh my god, I will never gonna find a publisher for that game. We have
It's stressing,
an
probably. Yeah.
incredible big list of publishers from all around the world. I mean, it was an Excel with a lot of pages, and I wrote every single publisher in the world with a letter write by Morkul itself, like it was Morkul that was writing to the publisher.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
And I read to every publisher, and at the end, yeah, like a year of trying to search a publisher, we were really tired. We were really worried about how this is gonna end, because we didn't have any notice of any publisher. So yeah, it was a really difficult part, especially for our heads, for of mental stability.
I see. I see. I see. Okay. Let us know, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if there is any question. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. What made you choose this publisher, by the way? As you mentioned that there were some publishers that you can choose from. So what was the exact reason that you chose this publisher
Yeah,
to
we
go
chose
with?
Selecta Play because the first thing is that they from Spain too.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
So as I say, the communication and the workspace in time, it was the same. So we thought that it will be easier.
I see.
Also, we speak with another developers that had worked with them, and they were really happy.
I see. I see.
So
I see. I see.
and they also fulfill all the needs that we need for the project.
I see.
So yeah, I will think that these three stuff, and also, well, yeah, they have a lot of experience in video game publishing. They had so another games published by them that we knew, so we had a chance, so we take it.
I see. I see. I see. I see. You mentioned at the beginning of our interview that you always want to learn and evolve and study and be better at your craft. What challenges would you like to take in the future to evolve your knowledge for the future
Yeah,
projects?
I always have the feeling that I I think I always wanted to make a 3D video game in
Okay,
some
okay,
kind.
okay, okay.
Maybe something simple, maybe something with in 2D but with the character in 3D. It's something that I always want to try. My programmer, when I say that, always screams at me. I understand, but yeah, maybe that. And also in my personal life as an artist. Something I didn't tell you is that I love dinosaurs.
Oh,
It's
okay.
probably is the thing that I most like in this world.
Nice, nice, nice,
Yeah,
nice, nice.
I'm a dinosaur boy
Nice, love
from the
that.
90s.
Nice.
Uh,
I can relate to that,
so,
yeah.
so there's an art. How do you say? An art speciality that it's
Okay.
called paleo art, and
Okay, okay, okay.
it's the process of making of bringing paleo life to life in
I
art.
see. I see.
uh, I made some projects with a company here in Spain in about this
I
in
see.
3D and 2D, and this is something that I really wanted to grow more in this kind of stuff, because I it's another thing that I really enjoyed doing with my
Nice,
life.
nice, nice, nice. I can see your personal game being a dinosaur game in the future, right? So we can wait for that.
I I
Hopefully.
hope so.
Yeah. Like a
I
crazy
really hope
big
that.
open world game with dinosaurs
Yeah,
fighting each
I
other like gods,
I will love that.
combining your ideas and yeah, your love for these ideas. Now, nice. Okay. Do you feel like now that you are in the video game industry and you made this first game of yours that is launching very soon, you're the right place, right time of your life? Because it was always a dream of yours, or you still want to chase a lot of things in your life?
Well, I'm really happy that the game is gonna finally be published. I also have the fear that, at least at the moment, this is not financially stable,
I see.
and it really scares me because at the end of the month I have bills to pay.
True.
So yeah, I mean, I'm happy in the by the side that the game is published and it's something that I always want to do, and now it's done.
I see.
But on the other hand, I'm panicking myself because of
True.
I have the fear of not being able to dedicate to this.
I see. What are your plans if you have to like find a job or freelance? Are you going to like freelance with your teammates and still make
Uh,
video games or
Now, well, we always talk that if work will don't go fine, if we have to work in something else to make some money, we still want to work in our projects. This is
nice?
something we really tried. We want to still trying.
I see. But I really hope that it will work out for you and you can continue as a
Thanks.
full-time game developer because yeah, it really shows that you are passionate about your project and there will be a lot more to come
Mm.
for us players from you and your team. Yeah. Would you also like to expand your team, by the way? Because you mentioned that you would love to like work with more people as well. Are
Well,
you planning to expand your team in the future if everything goes well?
yeah, if everything goes well, yeah, for sure. If I get another programmer, my partner, he by
Sorry.
the way, his name is Daniel. He's gonna be really happy because he has he have a lot of work. All the game has been programmed, almost everything by himself,
I see.
and this is also his first project, programming, and he has learned a lot of things. And but yeah, there's time to time he passes a tough time for some mechanics specific that break his mind. So another programmer to help him, he's gonna be
I see. By the way, thank you for your honesty about everything
is
topic.
the I think is the more real if we can speak the truth.
True,
Uh,
and I respect that, and it also helps either make video games or either really connects developers with players. And it was always have these examples like you mentioned about that hateful
hmm,
that's it's really human, right? And we have to care about them. We have to help them. We have their ego and their confidence and not make harsh opinions.
I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
true. Thank you. Is there anything, by the way, that you would like to add to our conversation? Miss talking about or anything that
Hmm, I think that's the all the stuff. I mean, in conclusion, making
yeah.
it's really hard. Not physically, but mentally, it's
True.
scary. Um, I want to thank you and all the players that at least well that they want to try show them the love to the video. It a nice comment. It doesn't sound like much, but it helps. I mean,
True.
in normally in the the bad comments. If you not, I mean, you simply other thing, or maybe you share or when something
True.
like you. So it's bad. So finding
True.
in all that pile activity something positive, it helps a lot.
True. True.
So in that case, thank you very much to all the people that put a smile on our face sometimes.
True. True.
And I don't know. Thank you very much for inviting me in this moment. It's really nice to share this experience with people
Thank
because
you.
as we say before, there are people behind every game,
True.
and it's really nice to share this experience because it's more complicated everything that it seems in the first
True.
glance.
True. True. True.
Mm.
True. True. I cannot wait for your dinosaur game, by the way. I have to say it, or I have to tell it to you. Like, dinosaur
I can't
game,
wait
come on, I
to.
need that. I need that too. Let me know when it's
Yeah,
happening.
I can be very annoying with my partners about dinosaurs.
Love that, love that, love that. But it's passion, right? So it shows that you have more in the
Yeah,
bag. I love that. Thank you again. By the way, thank you for your time and for your honesty again. And it was really an honor to speak with you. Thank you. Like I said, I will need some more of your minutes of stream. But for those who are watching us live or will be watching back the VOD version on Twitch, on YouTube, the edited version, or on TikTok, some clips, Instagram clips. Make sure to wishlist the game. It's releasing soon, right? So it's less than a month if I'm counting the
yeah,
days
yes.
correct. It's March 8th of the March
March
8th.
6th.
6. Okay, not 8. Somehow I remembered 8. Yeah, March 6th. Yeah, releasing to all platforms. So keep on the lookout and write reviews, right? And spread the game's uh, pages, spread the message that the game is there, play it, share your opinions, and try to be not a dickhead, right? So try to
Yeah,
do
thank you. If you
positive
don't like
comments.
it, it's
It's
fine.
fine, but
Just
don't be a dickhead. True, true, true.
don't hate us, please.
Very true, very
Right.
true, very true. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Have a nice day or